On May 8, 2013, researchers for BioMed Central Ecology posted the results of their latest study online. They examined the cellular behavior of neighboring plants when closely juxtaposed within a growing space, namely basil and chili peppers, and released what may be one of the most underestimated findings of the new millennia. This is a sunflower, a plant which, through its cellulose fibers, xylem, phloem, and processes like photosynthesis, pollination, seed production, dispersion, and germination, manages to not only stay alive, but reproduce and propagate. This is oregano, and through similar processes, some exactly the same, it too manages to keep going. Until recently, we accepted these processes as little more than biology in motion, Mother Nature at work. But the researchers at BMC Ecology may have just stripped Mother Nature of all her clothes. Their study concluded that plants are communicating, in some ways obvious. When this sunflower grows tall enough, it will cast shade on the oregano. The oregano will sense the shade and know that it has a neighbor. When the leaves of the oregano reach the sunflower will sense that it is being touched and that its space is being encroached upon. These are very tactile examples of how plants communicate, and we have long since known that plants respond to things like touch, shade, and even sound. So the researchers at BMC took their study a step further. A partition was set up between adjacent plants, and yet somehow the cellular processes indicated that each plant still knew of the other plant's presence. Since light, touch, and chemical smell could no longer be possible, the team's study suggests that plants may be using nanoscale sound waves traveling through the soil to communicate with each other. Now this is where this gets heavy, because if plants are communicating with each other, they are aware of their surroundings. Are they aware of themselves? The implications are staggering. We humans have self-awareness. We know that we are, and therefore, constantly question our existence and seek the source from which we came. Our sense of consciousness has been an elitist premise that has kept man at the top of both the intellectual and literal food chain for centuries. To many, our consciousness represents our likeness to God, a quality exclusive to humankind. It's a trait defined by our ability to recognize both ourselves and our place within a greater picture. If something with no brain, no cognitive abilities, no higher thinking, can be aware of itself and its surroundings, and moreover, communicate through nanowaves to nearby plants, where does its original awareness come from? And if plants are aware, what else is aware? Superviruses, capable of antibiotic resistance, migrate from one species to another via their adaptable DNA structure, literally opening up their DNA chain to receive new codings, changing its own DNA to better suit the host it will eventually kill. The virus, to some acknowledgeable degree, is aware of its host. So aware that it scrambles its own DNA to better mimic the species it's trying to migrate to. A supervirus is very well aware of what it's doing. This example may be ridiculous by scale, suggesting that something as small as viruses are as aware as humans or even plants. Making decisions in the present based on past experiences, well, that's just not real science, and may not even be good theory. Or is it? The neutrino, a big theory about a very small particle, first pondered in 1956, is now not only a reality, but becoming a very real tool for technology, in particular, the field of communications. Because what makes the neutrino unique is not only its ability to penetrate 100 light years worth of lead unscathed, but it can do it and carry information intact. This is not a theory, but the result of completed experiments using real neutrinos and a real text message. Scientists are already hyper-theorizing about the implications of this discovery. That perhaps, within the trillions of neutrinos that pass through your body, our planet, and this galaxy every second, is the coded information that governs everything in the universe. The master binary program that designed everything we know, set up the limitations, and keeps it all in balance. But in 1955, the neutrino was in the same class as, well, talking plants. Where is your awareness coming from right now? The universe is teeming with consciousness. Where is your awareness?